I sold $24,000 in sales on Amazon in the month of November, and I'm super hyped about it. I'm excited to share the numbers and break them down in this video. I'm going to show you guys my net profit and loss statement in Inventory Lab. I'm going to share with you my cost of goods, my returns, all of my operating expenses, like literally every single operating expense I have inside of Inventory Lab. And you guys are going to be able to see what I actually take home from that $24,000. So let's just jump into it. All right, guys, so I'm inside of Inventory Lab right now. And for those of you that don't know what Inventory Lab is, it's a listing software. It's an accounting software. There's all sorts of good reports that Inventory Lab can pull. It's sort of similar to like a seller board or something like that, but I haven't really ever used seller board. I've just always loved Inventory Lab and just the numbers that it gives me, especially the profit and loss statements, and then other reports like ASIN profitability is something that's really cool that I could probably break down one day on a separate video. But at the end of each month, I really love going into my profit and loss and just really analyzing what's going on in my business. I also use a Wave accounting software to do like normal like bookkeeping stuff, but this is more gives me a good picture of my Amazon business on a month by month basis. So it's really fun to jump in here and look at. And I hope this is a little bit motivating for you guys to see, what's all possible with this business. So for those of you that don't know, I mainly do Amazon to Amazon and eBay to Amazon book flips. I flip books, DVDs, CDs. And recently I have been dabbling into the eBay to Amazon model with some new items. A lot of discontinued items that brands no longer care about, more flying under the radar. I have flipped some toys and some other new DVDs and items like that. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So in the month of November, like I said, and you've seen the title, I've sold $23,507.68. That is up. I forget how much that is up for the month, but I think I'm up over like 300% compared to this time last year. I'm like tripling what I did last year. I've invested a lot more capital this year than I did last year, but I had $1,411 in returns. The way Inventory Lab works is whenever I get paid out, that's when the returns hit. So it hasn't hit for this last week. So next Tuesday, my returns for like the end of November will hit. So this number will probably be higher than, it'll probably be like 2,000 to 3,000 range, more than likely. So I'm taking that into consideration. Like this net profit could get clawed back a little bit, but I got $923 in reimbursement fees. I got my merchant fulfilled shipping credits. I am starting to do some more merchant fulfilled from home, especially with these newer items I'm starting to flip. I'm really liking the margins on merchant fulfilled, and the new buy box with merchant fulfilled. Unlike books and used items, you can compete with FBA sellers, and I love that. With books, well, right now with the buy box, it's like a weird issue where the merchant seems to be getting the buy box, and that could be here to stay. So it could rethink my strategy of like I've been 100% FBA pretty much since I've started selling, but merchant fulfilled is starting to become more of a desirable option and more of a better option if you have the capacity to do it and you have the time to do it. So that's a whole other video that I can go into. But yeah, my top line revenue was $23,937. So I'm just gonna round up to $24,000. Let's say it's $24,700. My cost of goods was $7,607.89. So that was my cost to generate that 23 grand or 24 grand. The selling fees, I'm at $4,219.02. You guys know the Amazon fees are. You're paying Amazon out a lot when you do this business, but it's just part of the business. I don't really care about all the different fees. We can look at my storage fees here. So like my 30-day storage fees, $191. Removal order fees was $82. Disposals was $2. Long-term storage fees only $12. Like my older inventory, it's either moving or like I'm liquidating it. I'm getting it out. I'm trying not to collect dust on the shelves at Amazon. And then we have my other expenses down here. So I am manually putting in other expenses that I have in my business. So yeah, so we have our merchant fulfilled shipping labels, a few refunds I get, or selling fee refunds, closing fee refunds. I'm not really sure what those are. We got our inbound placement fees in both transportation and FBA placement inbound. We got liquidations, $19 was taken off, whatever. That's better than disposing. So we got manual processing fee of 30 cents. And then here is my prep center fee. I only paid $45 in my prep center this month because those are all like either returns or disposals of whatnot. I'm now baking in my my per book per item prep center fee of $1.75 into my cost of goods. So really my prep center fees are baked into my buy costs up there. And then my softwares, I paid $337 for software this month. And then I have hired a VA. So I hired her in the beginning of, was it November or October? I think maybe October. And I paid $862 for her this month, and then $17 in Amazon Pro subscription. It should be like $40, but I don't know where the other. Maybe it's because of the international storefronts or whatever. Paid $3 in a Discord group that I'm in, and then I paid $9.60 for Pirate Ship, which is shipping. So after my top line revenue minus all of my expenses, like this is literally everything. I have it in here because I want to see what like my net is for the most part is $8,168.92. So I am, if we do that, 168.92 divided by my top line revenue, 23937.42. That gets us a 34% profit margin. That just seems crazy to me. Like this is definitely a little bit higher than it's normally been. Like usually I'm at 29, 30%, but to be at 34% right now is crazy. I think it is because I'm doing some merchant fulfilled stuff right now. And it's Q4 and things are kind of just like flying a little bit more quickly. I do expect this to be down. Oh, here I can just toggle this and it says 34%. That's funny. But that's really cool down there that they do that. But I expect this to be like closer to 8,000 probably, maybe even more than that. Maybe like 7,500 after the next 2 weeks of returns gets put into Inventory Lab. So I expect that to be down a little bit, but man, I am super, super happy with how far my business has come and my business has grown. I'm doing all of this while working a 9-to-5 job, man. Like I'm busting my ass. I am, I'm really understanding how to sell on Amazon and the right products to sell. I have good processes in place. I just hired a VA and she hasn't really sold anything yet. I'm just really teaching her how to do what I'm doing basically. Like it's been 2 months and I've bought some stuff of hers. She's just sending me like leads right now, but I haven't really given her the reins yet to go crazy and start buying. And she's there. Like 9 out of every 10 books or items that she buys, I'm approving. So I'm about to let her start going crazy in a couple weeks. And once she does, then we're gonna really ramp this thing up and continue on, into December. So I'm expecting December to be just as good, if not better, of a month because I have a bunch of Christmas items. Books, CDs, DVDs, and I have some, newer items that I'm flipping as well. Merchant fulfilled stuff. So, I don't know. I see in the groups like recently, like everybody's like, down when you're 100% all in on books and you're just cherry picking, you're relying on the buy box. I haven't really seen that crazy of a dip. Like, of course, I'm looking in my repricer and I'm seeing some books that should be winning the buy box because I'm the only FBA seller on it and I'm not winning it. But if you're relying on the buy box and and evaluating your buys based on what the buy box history has been, like, you're just going to lose in the future. You need to buy undervalued items, period. Buy them undervalued and flip them for what they're actually worth. Rely on that used black line, or if you're flipping new items, rely on the new buy box, the new line. It's Amazon is not playing games anymore. Like, they are playing games. They're still playing games, but like figuratively, they're not playing anymore, right? Like, they can change things instantly. And like, this is the third time this buy box thing has happened this year. And I'm just not gonna wait around and wait for this used buy box to like resolve itself. Like, I would rather start learning a new niche and model, like something like eBay to Amazon, where it doesn't seem to be affected, and talk to the people in those groups that are doing crazy numbers and are doing it safely, and their account has never been, really hurt. Like, talk to those people, see what they're doing, and try to mix in something that is proven, just in case this buy box thing doesn't work out. But the book flipping thing still does work. Like, I'm not going anywhere with it. I did 200K this year alone just doing books and used media. Like, that's not going anywhere. I have very good replens and ASINs and books that I sell and flip over and over again. It's not going anywhere, which is why I'm hiring a VA to help me run this business. But you can't just stand on the sidelines and just expect things to go back to the way they were in 2023, 2022, 2021. You have to be proactive and constantly be thinking about how you should be changing your business to continue reaching your goals. Because this game is for entrepreneurs and business owners. It's not for people that just want a little side hustle. Like, you have to pay attention, continue learning, learn from people in these groups, the people that are retiring off of this business. Like, and I'm getting there, man. Like, I'm not retiring, but like, obviously I want to be able to quit my job one day and do this full time. So I don't know. I feel like I'm well on my way there. And yeah, it's just been a great journey so far. It's been a great year. I'm going to be doing a 2025 like full breakdown, net profit and loss. I'm going to give out like some of my items that I've been flipping. I don't know. I'm going to go into a big breakdown for 2025, and I think towards the end I'm going to give out some goals for 2026. So if you guys are interested in Inventory Lab, right now, 3 Colts, it has a bundle called Seller 365. There's like 10 different products that are bundled into one subscription for $69 a month. I mean, it is a killer deal, man. And right now for the month of December, I think they're doing like a 25% off deal. But I mean, it's a one-stop shop for everything as far as your Amazon business, like from listing with Inventory Lab, your accounting with Inventory Lab. You can use Smart Repricer, which I just started using because it came with my subscription, which I'm going to do a video with Smart Repricer soon. It has Scout IQ for scouting, for cherry picking. It's got tactical arbitrage, which I don't really use tactical arbitrage for. I think it's like reverse sourcing or something like that. I need to dive into that a little bit more. Scout X is like a similar profit calculator with the Google Sheets export, something similar to like SellerAmp or ASINZen. So if you guys want to check out the Sellers 365 bundle, you guys can click the link in my description. It does help me out and helps the channel out if you guys are looking to save some money on a bundled software service that will save you guys some money, that gives you all the tools that you actually only really need for a business like this. So, and that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for the love and support. If you guys want to do a coaching call with me, a one-on-one coaching call, I do offer coaching calls now. So you can click the link in the description. If there's something that you need help on, or something that you want to pick my brain about, I do offer 30-minute to an hour coaching call. So you can click the link in the description if you want to book a coaching call with me. But other than that, keep on rocking out. Hope you're doing well with your Amazon business, and feel free to reach out and leave a comment. If you've made it this far, comment Santa baby or something like that. Yeah, comment Santa baby in the comments if you've made it this far in the video, so I know that the real ones are still here until the very end. So I love you guys. Thank you all for support, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.